So why Uzodinma keeps attacking the Biafran cause? Another element that has come to the fore is Reno Omokri. I don't know if you have seen the tweet where Reno Omokri said that the very first day Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, that he was the person that blew the trumpet. And the only reason why he knew was because Buhari lured both of them to Kenya for a seminar. And that seminar was for a bogus amount that he didn't go. But Mazin Nnamdi Kanu fell for it. That
for the money.
As an Igbo man, due to the fact that they love money, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu fell into that trap. And today he's in incarceration. What's your reaction to that?
My brother, thank you so much. I always like to be blunt and meticulous on, taking it in, airing my opinion and any question, or any prevailing issue like this or topic. I always like to be meticulous. You know what? When I see a bird that behaves like a duck, I call him a duck. And actually, if I see any poultry, as in livestock that quacks and walks like what? A duck. I will say that a bird that quacks is a duck. Actually, duck quacks. You know why I'm coming out with this figure of language, figure of speech, is that Reno Omokri actually is from Nembe in Bayelsa. Reno Omokri, if you ask me, is not the true son of his father. And when somebody is not a true son of his father,
I thought it was a Delta.
No, Reno Omokri is from Bayelsa. So let me tell you, when you are not actually truly from your father, they give you the name prodigal, a prodigal son. And actually, another English connotation for that is what? Bastard. I don't know what I understand. Someone whose paternity, is not linked to his biological father could be tagged as a bastard. A man can give, birth to a baby outside his matrimonial home, provided since he claims it, that baby is not a bastard because the father claims it. The DNA traced to the father. I don't know what I understand. But in a situation whereby someone's mother is there, his uncle is there, his father is there, his DNA is traced to another man, that person is a bastard. Actually, because someone else that is not your father has claimed your paternity. That is whom Reno Omokri is. Since he has been making noise on social media, attacking Obi and the Igbo nation, we've never been able to see him as a figure, that can match up with Igbo people on any argumentative issue. Reno Omokri cannot withstand the Igbos. What he's saying about Nnamdi Kanu, Kenya government know actually that Nnamdi Kanu was, intercepted at Nairobi airport on a different occasion. He just was invited by Ikembise. Ikembise is, as I'm talking to you now, on a wheelchair. He gave out Nnamdi Kanu, collected at least $300 million. Where is he today? He's lavishing in Kenya because he could not come home to Igbo land, because I trust my kinsman. If he comes back to Igbo land, Imo State, I know Mbise, he will be demised. So he's not dodging it. But as he's doing it now, what about his health? A man that sold off his brother. You must pay the price according to Igbo tradition. It is not juju. It is the land of the southeastern Nigeria that will go after you. The earth can speak if you command it to speak. It is God that created the earth. After all, we have some people that disappointed Moses when he sent the spies to his gate, how the Canaan land is going to be. They came out and talked what God did not take. And the earth was commanded to open and what? Consume them. Actually, Datan is one of their names. They are three in number. I think the earth open up and do what? And consume the tree. The earth has ear. What's the Omokri saying? What the Mbise boy, Ike that sold Nnamdi Kanu off did was too wrong. And again, if I obey of all people, I still did not believe until people started telling me. I've never made commentary on that if I obey supported what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. Until his death, they started blowing it out of proportion. I had to believe because my Igbo brothers believe. And you can see, he died. He died. Ike should go to Southeast. I'm telling you, he shouldn't go. He's suffering in Kenya of ill health. Am I happy that he's suffering from ill health? Of ill health? No, I am not, because he's a fellow Igbo. So what Reno Omokri is saying about the Igbos, saying about Nnamdi Kanu, he is a blatant liar. And the angle I'm looking at him is that he is just trying to create content to make money from Twitter. You know, Elon Musk. They will be paying him good money. You can see he has many followers. But immediately he started, you know, deviating from creating his content by using the Igbo nation and then Nnamdi Kanu Biafra to create his own content. What happened? His followers went down in thousands. Reno Omokri is nobody. Who the hell does he think he is? He's just been singing and telling us fictitious stories about Biafra and then Nnamdi Kanu. He's tired of Igbo criticizing the Igbos. I don't know what you understand. Now he's come up again to criticizing Nnamdi Kanu that two of them went to Nairobi, Kenya to collect money. Who gave out money to them? Nobody. Reno Omokri is Reno Omokri. Reno Omokri is mocking himself. Reno Omokri is not gonna mock the Igbos. The one he mocked before has come after him because his Twitter handles now. He was commanding what followers before, but today those followers has been deteriorated to zero. He is no longer whom he is on Twitter. Nnamdi Kanu did not go after money in Kenya. The money IPOB members all over the world contributed has been contributing in the past and the presently are much, much more than any money Buhari or Tinubu could give anybody to sell Nnamdi Kanu, let alone Nnamdi Kanu believing on somebody's money. This is a man that has been giving billions, bribed with oil wells. They know him more than you and I. The white world and the federal government officials, they actually know that he is a man without corruption. That's Nnamdi Kanu. Don't mind Reno Omokri. He mocks himself and his kinsmen in Bayelsa. Don't mind him. Edwin Clark is of no fact. He doesn't have facts. The man is not speaking, you know, from the heart. Actually, he's an old man, and I believe that by this time around, at his age, he should be very, very in all his doings, full of truth. He should stay near with the truth and distance himself from deception and lies. Nnamdi Kanu has never ever been a covetous man who is doing his agitation business based on Niger Delta oil. No. We know that Niger Delta oil naturally is on the, you know, topography or geography of Biafra nation. That one is a natural thing. Nobody's dragging it with Biafra. But the angle that Edwin Clark is coming from is what springs up this, you know, wide criticism among the Igbo nation and our, you know, sister tribes all over Biafra land. Because this is the time the young man is about to come out after incarceration, which is getting to 48 months now. Nnamdi Kanu was rendition from Nairobi, Kenya, 26th June. I think 26th June 2021. Till date, he has not been able to see the bright blue sky. He was, you know, kept, you know, stagnated at DSS, you know, facilities. And Edwin Clark is just, you know, throwing this bomb. I just, you know, I can say it is a bomb. Because to my greatest surprise, Nnamdi Kanu has never been accused by anybody of greed since inception, since he started his agitation transactional business. Nnamdi Kanu is someone we know actually was bribed by federal government of Nigeria to take 5 oil well, 22 billion naira. He rejected it since 2020. He rejected it. Then again, he was rearrested, you know, blindfolded in Nairobi, you know, judicially rendered to Nigeria, blindfolded, everything. Still, they went to court. He prevailed on them. Then they opted for outside court settlement. Nnamdi Kanu attended the, you know, the how do I put it? The meeting with federal government of Nigeria. They intended bribing him with oil wells again, and the huge amount. Nnamdi Kanu rejected it, that they should go with their money. That what he wanted was Biafra. That's what he said then. And today, we actually, you know, are surprised by this kind of, you know, baseless accusation from Mazi Edwin Clark, who have, has been over the years, claiming a jaw that is from a jaw, that a jaw nation is not going to be included in the Biafra, contraction. And we are seeing him again, coming out with this kind of blackmail. If you ask me, is a blackmail. Because Nnamdi Kanu has never been a greedy person. He has been known for a very long time, by and large, within Nigeria and without Nigeria. Americans, the EU, he addressed EU member nation in 2016. Yes, he addressed them in 2016. They all heard him. He was never ever seen as a greedy person, someone that is covetous, because the Niger Delta regions, of course, we know all are in Biafra land. And coming out again to accuse him of, coveting the oil in the Niger Delta region. If you ask me, I will tell you that is an empty blackmail. It's an empty accusation. They don't have their facts. The white Western world, they know Nnamdi Kanu too well, more than Edwin Clark. The American lawmakers, they know him. They know what he's agitating for. Then again, the Israeli government, they acknowledge him. He has been, jettisoned from Nigeria to Jerusalem, where he often goes for this prayer at the Wailing Wall of Jerusalem. Well, nobody has ever seen Nnamdi Kanu as a greedy person. No, he's not a greedy person. He's not going after the oil of Niger Delta. He's not going after, the leadership of Biafra. Maybe in such a way, if Biafra emancipates, Nnamdi Kanu is going to be the first prime minister or the supreme leader of Biafra nation. No, he's not opting for that. We've never been able to see anything like, greed or self-egotism in Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not an egotistic person. So what Edwin Clark is saying, if you ask me, is just being, just casting aspersion for nothing as someone that has not done anything. Edwin Clark is just, I don't know, from the angle I'm going to, put it. The one thing I know is that he's a aggrieved person. He has been bribed by some persons in this administration to come out and voice bullshit. Because in the past, Edwin Clark has been, gonging, publicizing it that a generation are Biafra. They are Biafra. That's what he said. Yes.
Really? There was
I'm telling you, there was a time he said it. Then I said, at a time again, he started debunking it. So these people are as unstable as they are. We know them as unstable people. Like Asani Okubo, for a very long time now, he's been showcasing Biafra, advertising Biafra, that he's an Igbo man, that Biafra must come to be, that Tinubu should allow Biafra to be. At a time, he welded AK-47 at Biafrans, threatening to kill Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa.
Yeah.
So these people I see that are, exhibiting this kind of chameleonic, behaviors. And I don't blame Edwin Clark. They are from the same region, Kalabari or Ijo, as Asari Dokubo has claimed, and he himself, Chike, also. So they are unstable people. The angle where I'm driving my point to is this. Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for emancipation of Biafra because of our marginalization of the Igbos in the political, stage of the country. So he has seen Igbos as the only losers each and anytime there is issue of election in Nigeria, whether they voted Igbo or not. This time around, actually last year, Igbos were voted. And again, the umpire rigged the election for Yoruba man. I don't know whether you understand. That's the same angle from where I'm looking at it. But when someone like this elderly statesman, Edwin Clark, is bragging, fumbling and wumbling, gambling around, the maybe Aso Rock office of the presidency. He went there and gambled with them, and they gave him money. He came out to tell us all this cock and bull tales. I'm not of the opinion, and I will never be, that Chike Clark has not been bribed into saying what he's saying today. Chike Clark today, another tomorrow you will see him as Edwin Clark. He will remove the mid name, which is Igbo. All these are just the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu has seen as early as possible, and they started his agitation. I'm not trying to exclude what happened in 1966, 67, 68 to 1970 when Isaac Boru, Adaka Boru, was part of the then East Central states, of Nigeria and region as well under M.I. Opala. Chike Clark played important role. He was a PA to Nnamdi Azikiwe. He partook in the administration of M.I. Opara in the then regional, government of this country. He did well in some categories in that administration of M.I. Opara. Then Akpabio's father himself, Goswell Akpabio's father at Enugu State House, he was there. He represented the then East Central State in a very big category. And we did not discriminate against all these our sisters tribe in Niger Delta region. To our greatest surprise, when the war broke out in 1967, could you imagine that these people, they aligned with Hausa Fulani to make sure Igbo race was exterminated. Total extermination of Igbo race. That was what they tried during Nigeria Biafra Civil War. But Igbos being resilient and committed, they are. They resisted everybody and they could not disalive everybody today. Here we are, we are Igbos, growing in population, growing in trading, experts on entrepreneurship, and we have filled every facet of life in Nigeria and without Nigeria. We Igbos, we have filled every facet of life, department of life, everything that make life going on well. Igbo man, we are there.
Mr. Raf, talking about this exclusion of the South that Edwin Clark is charging, I just recently over the social media, most especially the Igbo diasporans, they are now beginning to question Simon Ekpa. They are questioning his pedigree, because a video went viral that the chief of staff, Ungozi lady, said that anybody, as an Igbo man, if you wear that Nigeria Army soldier uniform, that you will pay the ultimate price in Biafra land. So these Igbo elites are now asking Simon Ekpa that, what is Simon Ekpa's plan after that? What are his structures that he cannot be trusted? They are calling him out outrightly that he is a fraud.
No. Simon Ekpa is not a fraud.
I'm sure you must have heard that there are some Igbo elites who are in diaspora right now.
They are doubting him.
Yeah.
But it's not true. Do you know why? Simon Ekpa is acting as, his activities are rejoinder to previous Nnamdi Kanu's, let me say, agitation, business. Is a rejoinder to that. Yes, because Nnamdi Kanu is down as I'm talking to you now, in confinement. Could be that Simon Ekpa did not come up all of a sudden. Ekpa sprang up. I don't know what to understand.
Yeah.
Igbos would have forgotten Nnamdi Kanu in the jail, in the SS jail. See, let me tell you, Igbo men that are saying that Simon Ekpa is a fraud, they should close their dirty mouth. I'm shouting that off on them. Had he been Simon Ekpa is not in Finland doing what he's doing, who among those Igbos that could have been doing that in his stead? Nobody, none of them has what it takes to do that. They all were minding their businesses when this young man started what he's doing today. That is why Nnamdi Kanu must not die in jail. Had he been, if not Simon Ekpa's effort, Nnamdi would have rotten in jail. The Igbos, they would have turned their back on him. But this man started from where Nnamdi Kanu stopped. And everybody's running their dirty, acid-filled mouth that Simon Ekpa is a fraud. It is a lie. Simon Ekpa is not a fraud. He's the one that is keeping the agitation of Biafra alive today. If not for Simon Ekpa, Biafra would have gone down to the mud. I'm telling you, I know Igbo, I'm an Igbo man. But now that Simon Ekpa has brought this kind of sensitization to us, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, if they actually disalive him, we are having over 300,000 Simon Ekpa coming up.
I'm sure
so everybody should close their mouth. Ekpa knows what he's doing.
Mr. Raphael, I'm sure that you are not surprised that most of these people charging an anti-Simon Ekpa are from Imo, because a census was conducted online, and we discovered that most of these guys who are seeking for Simon Ekpa pedigree are from Imo State. Could it be that Uzodinjo, or sorry, should I say Uzodinma?
He's behind it.
is behind this
Yes, yes.
campaign of calumny against America.
Yes, so let me tell you. And if you look at the profiles, if you profile the people that are campaigning against, that's the anti-Simon Ekpa campaign, if you profile them too well, you will actually find out that they are from Hope Uzodinma's camp. Yes, abated, aided by Imo State structures. Yeah, official structures of Imo State are the one blowing it out of proportion. That Simon Ekpa is a fraud, that he has no pedigree, he isn't in the position to do that overseas. Look at them, they are the state structures of the East Central states, Southeastern states, Enugu, Anambra, Abia, Imo, and Ebonyi. Check and profile those anti-Simon Ekpa agents. They are all Southeastern states official structures. It can never excel or sell through if not for this state, official structures of the southeastern Nigeria. They are being sponsored by the governors, by these 5 state governors. They are the ones that are firing, inflaming the fire of anti-Simon Ekpa that goes on social media and even outside outside the media. They were bought over by the state, official structures. Nobody from Imo State can just come out, a youth in Imo State, a responsible man among the communities, will tell you that what Simon Ekpa is doing is wrong. It is a lie. Simon Ekpa is being probed, let me say, criticized by all the official structures of the 5 states of southeastern Nigeria. It is not from a common man. It is not from our youth in our various localities in Igbo land. It is not from our corporate men that have understanding of what Biafra represented in the past. It can never be from men who have been at least hailing Nnamdi Kanu, what he has done so far in the past and what he's doing presently. A man that has rejected money, oil wells as bribe to forfeit Biafra agitation. Let me tell you, Hope Uzodinma is at the helm of it, followed by Peter Mba of Enugu State. Then look at Charles Mbafo Soludo and the former Ebonyi State Governor, Dave Umahi, and the current Ebonyi State Governor. They are all at it. They are the one that are criticizing Simon Ekpa, trying to bring him down, labeling all manners of bloody allegations on his head. And today, we can see Nnamdi Kanu that is waxing strong while in the jail. Let us give it up to Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. He's doing well.
Well, thank you for that brilliant submission once again, Mr. Raphael. Thank you very much.
Thank you.